Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing Root, the board game, and I know I'm a bit late to the party with doing a Root unboxing video in 2026 because, well, I don't even know when this came out. 2022 it says on this, I think. So, I'm a bit late, but I got a good deal on this on Vinted, which is a sort of used item buying and selling platform here in the UK, if anyone's watching from another country. But here we go. This was listed as brand new, though it looks like it could have been just resealed by the previous seller with one of those machines that gives you little plastic envelopes to put your thing in and then vacuums it shut or whatever. But I don't know. It's hard to tell whether something's brand new. Sometimes with things that come from a factory and literally are brand new, there's a little ribbon that you can pull to unwrap it, but this doesn't have one of those. And it's, as you can see here, it's got a bit of a big split in the plastic. So I don't know if this really is brand new and unused, but I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure it is. I'd give the person the benefit of the doubt. But it looks like it's in very good condition. It probably is brand new. I'm probably just being a little bit suspicious, to be honest. I've just had a lot of negative experiences sometimes with things like this, and it's maybe a little bit pessimistic, I think. So it probably is brand new, as the seller said. So very nice box. Lots of detail on the back and information. Won the Golden Geek Award back in 2018. Oh, so is this? So it's even older than this. It said 2022 down here. First edition, ninth printing, 2022. So not 2022. I guess it came out 2018 then. I guess I can't remember. I know it has won a lot of awards actually. Yeah. Maybe 2018, 2017 early. I'd have to look it up. But in Root, 2 to 4 intrepid players attempt to rule a fantastic forest kingdom in the ultimate asymmetric game of adventure and war. Players the Marquis de Cat dominate the woods, extracting its riches and policing its inhabitants. And then is this Eerie Dynasties? Regain control of the woods while keeping your squabbling court at bay. Woodland Alliance, gather supporters and coordinate revolts against the ruling regime. And Vagabond, seek fame and fortune as you forge alliances and rivalries with other players. Each game includes over 50 screen-printed wooden warriors, 2 different maps, and a robust walkthrough so you can start playing in minutes. That's something that my wife will appreciate. I've played this before on Tabletop Simulator. Just yesterday, in fact, I was rereading the rule book. I haven't even learned the Woodland Alliance mechanics yet, or the Vagabond. I only know how to play as the Marquis de Cat and the Eerie Dynasties, really. So I've got a lot to learn about this. And again, I am a bit late to the party with it. But again, I'm not going to talk too much about the game. This is just an unboxing video. So again, shout out to Cole Well and art by Kyle Ferrin. I hope I pronounced the names correctly. This takes 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up, made by Leder Games, and a game will take you about 60 to 90 minutes, about an hour. About an hour and a half, something like that. I was expecting the box to be a lot bigger for some reason. Maybe if there's deluxe editions of it I've seen, perhaps. I don't know. Again, it's been around a few years. The inside of the box looks quite nice. Do they have any art on the inside of the lid? They do not. Okay, it's just cardboard. I really like those boxes and those companies that go one step further and have the inside of the box covered with art as well. That's usually quite nice. Okay. So here's the Law of Root. Using this book, Root contains 2 rule books. This rules reference and the Learning to Play guide. If you like a conversational teaching style and many graphical examples, read the Learning to Play guide. If you like learning from strictly defined formal rules and a concise reference style, read this book. The Learning to Play guide also contains instructions on using the winter map and playing with various factions mixes at all player counts. So this is more concise rules with references here on the back. Very straightforward if you like that kind of thing. I like the conversational kind of learning. And here is the board. There's a little bit of string there or something coming off the board. Just checking the condition of everything, because again, this was secondhand, though it was brand new. So here's the map. The map board. This is the winter side of it, and it's got an autumn side as well. So this is where your little craft tokens go. These where buildings can go, like workshops or recruiters or roosts, things like that. These are ruin icons. These are the icons to show where your what's it called? Or like what kind of, which faction is does this belong to, sort of thing. So when you play cards, it'll say, you'll have certain requirements to play a card. That card will only work in like a mouse clearing or a fox clearing or a rabbit clearing, So let's open this up as best as I can. It's quite a large map. So it's 3x2, this map. So there we go. There's the point tracker at the bottom, goes all the way to 30. And there we are. I'm just trying to show you it all. Maybe if I go out a little bit and zoom out. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? So there you go. You can see all of it now. And then if I give it a little spin, you can see the other side to it, which is the winter map. So that's cool. I like that. I like boards that are double backed and give you like another version of the game to play, the game mode or something. Okay, continuing with what's in the box here. Let's have a look. We've got the Woodland Alliance player board. So this is the side that you'd use to play on, and then the setup is on the back. So it tells you what things you need to do to set up and how you play this faction, because again, it's asymmetric game, isn't it? So that means that every player has a different way of winning the game, unless you're winning by using a dominance card in this, which I do know about, which anyone can win by using a dominance card in the same way. So that's the Woodland Alliance. A lot of information. I know if you haven't read the rules, this looks like a lot. Okay, but once you get going, it's really quite easy. It's really just a reference. You don't really need to look at the board too much while you're doing your turns, but having this here is very, very helpful. This is the Marquis de Cat board. It's your sawmills, your workshops, and your recruiters. And I'm guessing it's tokens that go in here. When I was playing yesterday, the tabletop simulator version, there's a scripted version where it's very helpful with the setup of a game, and it asks you if you want to use tokens or minis, and so the little mini buildings go on here in that version, which was quite cool and useful. Okay, I won't spend too long showing you these boards, but here's the Vagabond board. Got your satchel, your daylight actions, your evening actions. So these are quite cool. There's 5 things to do for the setup for the Vagabond. They are a little bit trickier to play as, I believe. And then final faction in the base game, you have the Eerie Dynasties. So I really quite enjoy the idea behind this with the decree. yeah, you've got to really think carefully about what cards you put into your decree, and to maintain, if at any point you can't do one of these things, you put your cards above here, depending on what suit has to be taken, but that recruit action has to be taken in a clearing that matches the card that you put there. So if at any point you can't do any of those things, then it's turmoil, and there's a whole mechanic around that. So again, very cool asymmetric game. There's 4 factions. Another asymmetric game that I really love is Ironwood. I forget who the developer of that one is, but you should check that one out if you haven't. Asymmetric, and the components, if you get the physical copy of the game, you can get it on Tabletop Simulator, but if you get the physical copy of the game, the components are very nice. The coins are metal, and the sort of, I forget what the faction's called, but it's like the Iron Soldier faction. The coins are metal, the components are metal, very nice. So you should check that out. Excuse me. So this is a walking through routes, so an extended example of play. So I think that you can do this. This is sort of like, if you follow this for your first gameplay, it'll sort of teach you how to play the game as you go. And then you can sort of go from there and play another game once you fully know. Learning to play. So this is a nice little conversational style of learning the rules for the game of Root. Again, I've read this rule book up until the point where it gets to the Vagabond or the Woodland Alliance here. So I've read up to page 14 because when I was just playing against myself, I was using Marquis de Cat and the Eyrie Dynasty. So, yeah, I haven't learned how to play Woodland Alliance or Vagabond yet, but I'll be doing that. Then you've got your scenarios. You learn about dominance cards as well, and there's your winter map as well. So then there's the peace glossary there. So let's have a look at these tokens. So we've got all the tokens we need here, which is perfect. So you've got the recruiters for Marquis de Cat, some workshops there. These are the ruin icons. These are the player trackers. This one, not sure what that one's for, but these are the crafted items, right? And these swords and hammers, I think they're for the hammers are for the Woodland Alliance, or is it the Vagabond? I think Vagabond use swords, right? I'm not sure what the R's and the S's are, but I guess I'll learn as I finish reading the rule book, I suppose. So then you've got like your sawmills and your workshops for the Marquis de Cat there. These are for the winter map mode. This is your wood for the Marquis de Cat. This is your keep for that faction as well. So yeah, there you go. These are your roosts as well for the whatchamacallit, the bird faction. My brain's gone blank. And here we go. We've got how many sides does this have? A D, what are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Is this a D9? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think it's a D9. So 2 D9s numbered 0 to 3. So the way this works is you roll them. When you're doing an attack, the attacker gets the higher number, the defender gets the lower number. You can only do that many hits as long as you have that many little guys on in that clearing. So there you go. So those are the dice. Here's the little meeples, little wooden tokens for the guys. They're very cute. There's the Marquis de Cat ones there. The little the little birds as well, the mice, and let's see, can I get a... Is there just one vagabond one? I guess that's what it's supposed to have. Because again, I haven't learned the rules, so let's have a look. So the vagabond uses only one little token, does it? I'm guessing. Here we go. Yeah. Being a lone wanderer. Yeah, lone wanderer. That's why you only have one. He's nimble. The vagabond cannot rule a clearing or stop another player from ruling one, but he is nimble, so he can move regardless of who rules his clearing. Cool. So yeah, he's on his own. So that's cool. So I'll have fun learning about how he plays. All right, so let's open these cards up. These plastic things. Again, the ribbon is so useful. It's like trying to opening. Have you ever bought a new CD? You can't get the plastic off a new CD. I hate that. Okay. So these loyal viziers, they're a little bit bent, a little bit bowed, which I think tends to happen. I think that just happens with gravity. When there's a big stack of cards, gravity starts pushing down on them. They can start to slowly bow ever so slightly. The backs are rather nice, actually. Now, the question is, if I sleeve these cards, will they fit back in the box still? And the answer to that is going to be a hard no, because they only just fit in there by themselves. What I could do is put all those in there. Nope, they're not going to fit. I could take them out of the bag potentially and try and squeeze them in there, and then sleeve the cards and then spread them out like that in the box, but I don't know. That's one thing I do appreciate about a developer. When there's cards, you know, if in the box they've left room for the cards to be sleeved. I don't think the cards will need to be sleeved because they've kind of got like a plasticky sheen to them. I wonder what it will be like to shuffle them. I tend not to riffle shuffle these cards like, you know, like I'm dealing poker, because I try to keep them in a good condition. So there's an example of a dominance card. So this one, if you look here, if spent for a suit, make it available. So you put that on the table, and yeah, you anyone can then pick this up. If you have at least 10 points, play during daylight and remove your score marker from the track, but then you win the game if you rule 3 rabbit clearings at the start of your birdsong. So the birdsong is the very beginning of your turn. You got birdsong, daylight, evening. So if you rule 3 rabbit things, then you'd win the game. In games of 4 or more, as vagabond, you may form a coalition. So if someone wins and you form a coalition with them as the vagabond, then you share in their victory and you also win the game. So you piggyback their victory, which is kind of funny. Smuggler's Trail. So these ones with a little paper background are instant effects. You would get the little knapsack token there and put it on your crafted items section on your board, and then get a victory point and then discard this. So the ones with those kind of backgrounds happen instantly, but the ones with stone backgrounds like this one are persistent. And so at the start of evening, you may take a move. So this here is what you'd have to activate to be able to craft this card. So you'd need to, what is it for bunnies? I know what it is for Marquis de Cat. Let's have a look. Oh, these are the little overview cards. Yeah, they're helpful. Ambush cards, yeah, they're good as well. An ambush is basically someone comes into a clearing to attack you. You can attack them first before they commit to their attack. But you can only do that in a mouse clearing if it's a mouse ambush card. You can only do it in a fox clearing if it's a fox ambush card. But if they also play like a mouse or a matching ambush card to that clearing, then I forget what happens. Is it that they cancel each other out? Or they do damage back to you? I can't remember. I'd have to quickly look up the rules. Yeah, this means I think you have to rule that many clearings, I think, or I forget. Again, I'm still in the process of fully learning the game, so those are all the cards anyway. And these are some quest cards. So some more loyal viziers there. There's the second loyal vizier. They're all a bit mixed, aren't they? So I'll try and put these in a proper order later. Quest cards. I've not seen anything about quest cards so far. Maybe it's for maybe it's part of the, what do you call it? The game mode, the winter map game mode. I really don't know. All right, go on then. Let's have a look at these and give them a feel. Let's see how yeah. Pretty standard, solid. Made of wood. Can't go wrong. Just having a closer look at them. The Marquis de Cat one. So a better look at the bird one. There you go. Here's the is it the rabbit faction? Was it? Is it rabbit or mice faction? Yeah, it's sort of it's kind of both, isn't it? Is it rabbits? Yeah, it's like rabbits or mice, I guess. I don't know. I'm guessing it's a mouse. And finally, here's the vagabond one. He looks a bit shifty, doesn't he? There you go. So those are the little guys. So there you have it. I think that's everything, I guess. The last thing to do would be to punch the tokens out, but there's nowhere really for the tokens to go. There's no spare bags given for the tokens. So, yeah. I think I'll have to dig out from my miscellaneous crap drawer some little baggies for the stuff to go in. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably have a game of this with my wife, and we'll go through probably this walking through route little booklet, and then maybe have a game of it again, playing different factions. So I guess the only other thing to do, I suppose, would be to punch out these tokens, and I guess they could go in little bags underneath there once I can get some baggies out from my drawer. But there we go. So that's it for this unboxing. This unboxing video. Little bit of a ramble as well. I feel like I've turned into Alex. Is it Alex from Board Game Co on YouTube, who does his funny unboxing and ramble videos? I don't think he's done one of those in a long time, but there we go. Let me show you all the sides of the inside of the box, all the artwork you can see here. So I think my wife are going to have a lot of fun playing this one. Very popular board game from what I've played a little bit on Tabletop Simulator. It's even fun in the video game version. I actually have the video game version of this, which again is available to buy on Steam, which is even more scripted than just the Tabletop Simulator version that you can get. But you'd have to obviously pay for Tabletop Simulator to be able to play this anyway, or pay for the video game in itself, but there you go. So, thank you for watching this Root unboxing video. If you'd like this kind of content, want me to do more, then let me know in the comment section. I've got other videos about board games and other stuff that you might find interesting. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like, drop a comment if you want, leave a like if you enjoyed it. And yeah, have a great day. See you later.